Testing 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2. Testing 1 1 1 1 1 2 3 4. Welcome. Good afternoon. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Rackets World Doubles Championship. 1 2 1 2.
Test, test, test. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
That's HD. I'll get it off for a second.
1, 2, 3, testing. You got it? So I just figured we loop it over this.
Which one, the camera?
And it
There?
goes right looking
Oh,
at
we
them
got
here.
Yeah, okay, fine. Look at the monitor. Let's see what we've got in there. That was falling out. Why is that? Okay. We lost our signal.
There we go.
Yeah, okay.
Clear.
Right. Have a look, make sure we're more or less in the right ballpark. Yeah?
Using the signal like that. Okay.
Dodgy cable.
Come on.
Just hang on to that a second.
Yeah.
This could be the dodgy cable then, problem with upstairs.
Try the blue one again.
Yeah, it's the cable, the end of the cable. No, see, immediately it just falls out. It's the cable. Duff cable. Let's go get another one.
Oh, there. That's the thing. It's just it's not in.
Okay, I'll hold it.
Extraordinary.
No, it's not going to do any good, is it? Right, that is a dicky cable. I will go and get another. Okay.
And do you want to also ask Jake if the wireless is working? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Is it working?
The microphone is working.
Great. Okay.
Right.
Perfect.
In. Right.
Lovely.
You tell me what to do with it, and I'll.
Okay. Well, it's just needs to be straight.
That would be better if we had two firm ones, two up there to do that. So let me stand on a chair. I'm sure Queen's won't mind.
Well, if you just go and stand in front of the picture, that would be the best thing with the microphone, like you're interviewing.
Are they sitting down to do it?
No, but that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Why don't you focus? Get me straight in the middle here. Hi, 1 2 1 2.
It's not going to be with this then.
I can make that a lot tighter.
Too high.
Yeah, I can do it. It's all right. Don't worry. What you have to do is just let me at it for a little while, and I'll.
Yeah, you just see that it's too high at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what we do. Take another one of these. Right. Out we go. So we take another one to make sure it's.
blah, 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 blah.
Okay, cool. Good. Thank you.
Such cramped undoing, isn't it?
Sorry?
Yeah, watch it, so cramped.
Yeah.
Right. This is the center of the shot. Yeah. Yeah. Can you raise that side? Just a wee bit. Other way. Sorry. Yeah, that's straight. Perfect. Yeah, yeah. Can they also stand up though too? Can you get? No, no. Just trying to think. I can only get.
I think one's hit. And a commentator commentary.
Jammed in somewhere around there.
I'm finding my seat. How's it going? How are you feeling? I didn't get my mention last night. Flown in all the way from Switzerland.
All the way from Switzerland.
Yeah.
Going to you, Leicester to get there, then took us to drive from Fulham.
Tschüss.
testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hi Jake, testing 1, 2, 3, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, test. I've already hooked it up. Testing, testing. Bring that back to the table. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Was that a cool?
That's good. Just tell them to probably speak up a little bit.
Keep it close.
Yeah, just speak up because it's quite not massively sensitive. So just tell them to
Okay. All right.
whisper, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
script of
Again? Have we gone? Okay, so welcome to the World Rackets Doubles Championships here at Queen's Club. My name's Nick James. I've got Dom right here, my commentator for the this afternoon's event. We're honoured to be joined by John Pren now to just have a general chat about how the first leg in Chicago went, and then kind of his views on the match today. So, John, how was Chicago?
well, Chicago Racket Club gave us a fantastic weekend. The match was very, very tight. As you know, the end score was 4-2 and only 2 points in it, 77 points to 75. Very tense game, tremendous support for Hoppy. Be that put him under a bit of pressure, having so much support, being the local pro there. it was a game which probably was highlighted by serving and service winners, or should I say lack of. There were very, very few service winners. And I think that'll be the big difference this week. I think one of the outstanding performances and the best player on the court by far was Christian Portz.
Yeah.
As I said about service winners, Coyne and Hopton in 6 games hit 21 service winners. So that gives you a clue as to the quality of the returning of serve. And I would think Christian missed 7 serves in the match, perhaps, which is if that.
That's really interesting. So would you expect to see a far more kind of service winners, just pure aces here at Queen's? Because we are now using new balls, slightly different balls, these balls from France. The ball does seem to come up a little bit more, but it's still going to be a more severe court than Chicago.
Well, I think the biggest difference is, to those of you who don't know, in America they play with 1 serve only. In the UK, it's 2 serves, so they can really go for their serve. Last week, it was the lack of service winners. This week, the focus will be, I think, on the returning of the serve and the quality of that.
That's really interesting. So, John, you said at the start that the points are 77-75. So that's 77 points to the challengers, 75 points to the champions. But the game score is 4-2. Is that right? So how does that interact? So we all know that point score is 77-75, but is it the games first and then we go on to points if and when?
Well, this is one of the greatest things about World Championships, is the method how you win a World Championship. The matches, there's 2 matches, 2 legs played over best of 7 games, and whoever wins the most games wins. But if the games are level, only at that point does it go on points. And if the points are level, a quirk of our sport, which is, I think, so special, is if the points are level, the world champions retain their title. They haven't been beaten. And so there's...
the way it should be.
The way it should be. There's a lot of point counting. You have to know where you are. You can ask the referee what the points totals are.
And the referee can tell you.
And the referee can tell you.
That might be helpful for some of the pairs on today.
Yeah. In my day, 100 years ago, you weren't allowed. You were not allowed to ask the referee. You had to write it down after each game and keep it in your head. But things have advanced a little since then. But it is adds to the tension. I think it is means that the first game is absolutely crucial. So, as we said, Alex TB and Christian Portz are leading 4-2. For Hopton and Coyne to win the first game, it immediately becomes 4-3. And then the tension will rise, and I think we're in for a hell of a match.
I suppose that's one question I do have, is that how does playing a world challenge kind of over 2 legs, this kind of leg system, rather than we're all very used to playing kind of knockout tournaments, knockout matches, 1 game, off you go. This must be a very different feeling, a very different atmosphere. Is there more strategy involved? Is it different? You get to know these kind of pairs games a little bit more as you play, or is it just as though you're playing another pair, another tournament match? Is it different in that respect?
It is totally different from playing a regular tournament. It's much more brutal. You have the time between the 2 legs to think, what went wrong, what went right in the first leg. You want that week to go so quickly because you're so keen for it. The pressure of playing these tournaments, this World Championship format, is immense, and I think it adds to the whole event and makes it different from, say, the British Open, say the US Open. It is not like lawn tennis, where you have these major tournaments throughout the year, and it's at the end of the year there's the Masters, which is just another tournament. It's just for the top 8 players, but it's just another tournament. This is completely different.
Oh, fantastic. So, kind of just to kind of finally, what do you think the kind of the key aspects of the game? You've already touched on serving and returning; those are going to be key. But anything else for the viewers to look on, and then finally, perhaps let the viewers know where your money is.
Well, I couldn't possibly comment on that. I think we have to look at the individual players and their styles, and that will give us a clue to what to look at today. You have William Hopton, number 2 in the world, incredibly good retriever, wonderful doubles player because he's not going to make mistakes. You won't have, in terms of hitting winners, the flashes of brilliance maybe from Will, but in terms of retrieving the ball, getting the difficult balls back, you will have flashes of brilliance. So I imagine today he will be playing very well, very solidly. And then you turn to his partner, James Coyne, who is almost the opposite. Great retriever, yes, but you're going to get flashes of brilliance from Coyne. He hits the ball incredibly hard. It's a very difficult one, I think, for them as a team, because who is the number 1 string? You know, Will Hopton's the number 2 player in the world. But actually in a doubles scenario, is he the number 1 string?
I think that leads to a very interesting moment in the match. You see a ball go off half the back wall, and there's a moment of hesitation every now and then in the pair, who is going for that kill. Because ultimately you do want Coyne to making that shot, because he will put that ball away. The point is basically over at that point, because he's either going to hit an unbelievable winner or the ball's going into the tin. So it leads to an incredible dynamic.
So from that viewpoint, for that pair, Coyne's performance is absolutely critical. Moving on to Alex and Christian. Christian last week played phenomenally well. So big question, can he reproduce that this week? 2 weekends running. You know, the pressure's different. They weren't the favourites last week. This week, maybe they think they're the favourites. Maybe that's going to bring some nerves with it. I don't know. He played extremely well. Alex is a tremendous player, ex-world number 2. He showed a bit more maturity last week because he wasn't hitting so many errors. He can hit the ball a hell of a lot harder than he did last week, but he played the right game for last week.
Yeah,
what's going to happen then? Sorry, I've hogged the microphone. Dom?
Yeah, first words. I just wanted to say as well that it's the first time they ever played each other. You know, the first match, you know, they haven't really seen each other's games before in that sort of situation. I thought it was very interesting as well. And the point about who takes what ball as well, you know, Portz and TB, kind of who's the senior player there as well, sort of who calls it.
Yeah.
So John, you were inaugural World Doubles champion back in 1990 with male. What was the story of that? Manchester was the first leg I saw, not in North America, and the second leg at Queen's. What was the score of the first leg? With a points, tactics changed.
And who were your opponents for that as well?
Well, I have absolutely no idea. I've forgotten. It's too long ago. I know we won the first one. Playing with James was an education, phenomenal player. And do I remember scores and points and things? Very, very rarely.
It was 8-5 overall, I can tell you that. That's
8-5.
yeah.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Historical ranking.
On a point about talking about the point situation and the game situation, we did play one World Championship doubles where we lost on points. I think it was something like 176 points to 173 points. And you might think, oh my goodness, how close is that? But in fact, we were trailing. We were going into the final game, the 14th game, I think it was, at Queen's, and we were more than 15 points down, and a game is only to 15 points. So we knew it was impossible for us to win, but unless we won that game, it wouldn't have gone to points. So we won the game to level the games, and we lost on points. But going into that final game, we knew we'd come second.
That's so many weird sort of permutations of what can happen in there. Stalemates.
Well, the Mexican standoff is an interesting idea as well.
As suggested by Ryan Tully on Facebook this week, what happens? I think Sandbach, really hit the nail on the head with that one. Actually, it was sort of.
What did he say?
Sandy was basically saying, in that situation, if it's in a set and you're ahead on points
by 2 points. So I think that the idea being that if there were 3-2 in games here,
I understand
and
I
the
understand
14-12, 2 points there. But the Mexican standoff of who it's in your interest not to win the point, and then it's in their interest not to win the next point. What on earth would happen there?
Body line Hauer.
I would like to think that the game is played by people who would not resort to serving faults under those circumstances. But it is a possibility. It is a possibility, statistically.
That is a wonderfully diplomatic answer, John. Thank you for that.
I think we need you on that. Wonderful.
I think talking of diplomats, are we going to get Pren Jr. in here to? I think Starsky. Starsky, can we have you here, please? Say hello to the world. Thanks very much, John. No, with the other jacket, put it on.
Welcome in, Mr. Pren.
Henry. So you just come back from a fellowship in Chicago, looking trimmer actually, which is impressive considering the incredible food on offer there. Talk us through the fellowship.
Well, as you said, looking slimmer. Thank you. You work hard, you play hard. Thank you. Yeah, well, absolutely. But it was a strict training regime that I was on, which really helped.
Which was instigated by John, presumably. The regime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
No, the Chicago Fellowship was a lot of fun. I hope my rackets improved. Got to meet a lot of interesting people. Elmer, if you're watching, stay golden. And really, really fond memories. Sad to be back, actually.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's not true. Good to be back, but miss it.
Because the fellowship program is a wonderful opportunity for guys straight out of school to go out to America, and for all of us that have done it. I was in Montreal. Yeah. It's an amazing opportunity, and it's one that you really do enjoy. Obviously, this is being watched people, so we need to keep it clean. But any fun moments, any stories you want to share with the watching crowd? On the spot.
Okay, could we have a pick of the jokes from the stags in that case?
Well, there have been many good jokes at many stags, but I think James Coyne really does take the biscuit. He always speaks very well. And a joke which is probably 10 minutes long, and I can't remember any of it, but
we've only got 20 minutes.
We've only got I won't go there, but as you know, James Coyne is a great speaker and always comes up trumps with a good joke.
Fantastic. Well, Brenny, I think we need to keep cycling on through our guests. This has been wonderful. I do applaud you on your 60s fancy dress.
I'd say late 70s.
Late 70s. Are we going
Starsky
or Hutch?
I would say
definitely the brunette one.
I actually think there's a little bit of Huggy Bear going on as well. Actually, if you'd seen him earlier with the shades and the suede jacket, it's incredible. Right, Henry.
Style icon of rackets.
Right, Henry. Thank you very much. I think we're now going to move on to the match officials today. Cheers, Henry. Thanks very much.
Great talking to you. I think it should be an interesting match with a lot of drama. I really have nothing interesting to say.
Comedy interlude, on you go.
Let's talk to someone who knows something about rackets.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Henry Prent. And on to the match officials today. We've got in the house, we've got Peter Brake, who's come in the middle here, Peter. Peter Brake is going to be reffing, and then Ben Snell, Nissan main dealer, he's going to be marking.
I better try and look fit. Look on him.
Suck it in. So, guys, how have you approached this? How have you approached this big match today? What's been your routine this morning?
Went to work, organised a tennis match at school, and then got in the car and drove here.
Excellent. Snelly?
I was in the gym training with Mole early this morning. Got to get him on this weights routine because he's such a weed. And then what have we been doing? We've been taping up the glass door and
bags over the door.
Doing that and doing the balls and making sure that my little fellow's cleaning the court because he's actually much more productive than Henry Prent ever was in Chicago. And
I've got my pen ready and the
Pete's got a pen.
Got 2 pens. And you've been working out the permutations, the scores. You got the maths going, the calculators.
Yeah, we've got all that. We'll be all right.
Howard will be behind us, so Howard's going to tell us what's going on.
Yes.
And then we're going to
we'll be all right there, I think.
We're going to try and do it.
That gives us a bit of confidence.
Yeah.
Did you watch? Well, you were obviously there for the first leg.
I was there for the first leg, and I was stuck right up in the crow's nest with some of the other guys, and it was good. It was tight. Obviously, the points there's only 2 difference, and it was a good game, great match, and looking forward to today. The final, I think, or the world doubles, I think 2 years ago was never poised like this one's poised. So. It's going to be a good match this afternoon, I think.
How do you think it's going to be different here than it was over in?
I'm sure there'll be many more aces here.
Yeah, it should be, shouldn't it?
Even with the new balls?
Yeah, even with the new balls, there'll be more aces.
We had an incredible stat. It was about 150 lets. Is that right? In the
150 lets, I think.
In the first leg, which is extraordinary.
John had that written down.
Great.
Yeah.
I'll be busy then.
Yeah.
So, Breaky, you're going to be busy.
I'll be busy, yeah.
Okay.
On your toes.
Keep yourself hydrated.
Okay.
With Stella.
Bring the Stella around.
Couple of Bloody Marys.
So yeah, it's going to be close. Looking forward to it.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going to happen. I predicted wrong in the first thing, so who knows what's going to happen out there. But should be fiery.
Good match, yeah.
Should be good.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Awesome, well, guys. We'll let you go and get ready.
Thanks, chaps.
Good luck.
Go and sharpen it.
Nissan.
Nissan.
Thank you. Ali, you're in. Oh no.
So next up, we've got Ali Bully and Mr. Colt Landreth coming in from Chicago. We'll move this way. Come on in. Straight off the tennis court.
Yes, another great defeat with Max Drake. We've been going around all the courts of England losing matches. Colt reminded me, it's racing day today. Kentucky Derby. Do you have any line on that?
Kentucky Derby and the 2000 Guinea at Newmarket.
Oh
So we're rigged and ready. And a little spat in Las Vegas later on. So
this is the biggest one of all.
Well, it's all separate. These are satellites to the Rackets. These are undercard events to the Rackets, but still significant nevertheless.
Yeah. We've had a fabulous time. The Stag was great last night, and the hospitality is always just superb. We're really pulling for our home team boys from Chicago.
Clearly.
Mr. Hopton and Mr. Coyne. And what else? Oh, I know. My only concern was if there are 2 serves, how does all that work? I hope there are not going to be twice as many lets.
That'd be 300.
Yeah, we're just saying there are so many. It's going to be incredible. Like but no, you guys did a fantastic job, and we can't thank you enough for hosting the first leg. It was fantastic. Apparently, the atmosphere in Chicago, particularly for Hoppy, was incredible. Can you speak to that at all?
Absolutely, it was crazy, and we're going to try and replicate that, just the 3 of us today, Max and Colt and Holly. But anyway, the play was spectacular last time in Chicago last week, and Christian and ATB were just superb. So we're hoping today's the day for our guys. And again, thanks for coming to Chicago, everybody. We always love to have you there, and we love the hospitality here in England. So
it's nice to be both places, right?
That's great. And what did you say last night at the Stag? How boring life would be if we didn't have all of our great Rackets friends and weren't able to play Rackets.
If we didn't play Rackets.
Even at our lowly levels.
Yeah.
So.
At least
no,
it's
worse.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much.
Guys, thank you very much. And to a fantastic match and to maybe Chicago pulling through.
We hope so.
Right.
Okay, take care. Thanks again. We'll see you out there.
Thanks. See you later. Yeah. So I think we're now going to move on court. So guys, watch the last bits, and we'll be joining you again shortly up in the commentary box.
Okay. And facing this way, right?
Yeah. Are we face this way?
Joy!
Are we live?
Hi everyone, we're now on court, as you can see. Here with Richard Owen, world number 9, Old Cheltonian, amateur doubles winner as well. Give us some chat about the match, predictions, tactics, take it away.
Yeah, no, it's good to just soak up the
No,
atmosphere.
take away the microphone.
No. It's just good to get on court. Haven't been back on court since the British Open. You know, feel the humidity, feel the heat. You know, it gets very hot on here. So we're going to see how some, in a very thick shirt as well. So I'm going to struggle up in the. Well, I'm actually up in the rafters up there, so I'm not going to be too bad.
See the court?
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to see if it's up. I don't think Snelly will either. I think there'll be a few dodgy. There could be a few dodgy calls going on today, but no. Well, let's hope there's some honesty on court, because it's, you know, the ball does roll here. So fingers crossed. Anyway, as far as the market goes, 6-4 Hopton Coyne to be world champions at the end of today. 6-5 on for TB and Portz. So there's been a little bit of margin.
From Betfair, is that?
This is straight from.
Odds checker.
Yeah, I think Makey can confirm those odds if you get them on the phone. Yeah.
Interesting. Main question I actually want to ask you is British Open semi-finals. You've gone for the let. You've covered it perfectly. Beaumont said you've caught it on the wrong side of your racket. We've all seen the replay. Thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's time to hang up your boots, Beaumont. No, no, I can't. Clearly, I don't. No, I mean, stuff like that happens. However, I mean, I don't know how much Rackets you've been watching today. Clearly a forehand.
It was the best piece of skill that you performed all day. It was extraordinary.
I've never covered a ball better.
Going so quickly, calm, bang, covered, let please. It's not a let. Oh, hang on.
On your backhand.
Yeah,
well,
I wasn't, James. I wasn't.
No, James. I mean, that is where we need video replay for these guys. You know, we're putting all this money into the system so you guys commentate. We can't get, you know, a snapshot replay. Was it up? Was it a let? You know, that's the way the game can move forward in my eyes.
I am currently kind of, and this is the first people heard it, but Molai is a assistant that we're looking to bring in.
Video, yeah.
And just sort of like pops up and.
Well, no, I think that'd be fantastic for the game. On the red line, you know, a bit of not Hawkeye, but what would you think? What is it on the cricket when you're catching edges? Snicko. No, heat for the hot spot for the red line. I think would be a fantastic addition.
Ooh, yeah, that would be lovely actually.
It's quite good.
Yeah. On the service line.
Yeah.
On the service line. Well, and tin would be helpful actually, because there are a few balls that pop up, but they do look up. Yeah. You know, deceptive.
Sound down, so it's an interesting one.
But you know, we're getting pretty in depth here actually.
Yeah. So Rich, key moments of the game. What are the kind of the key things you'll be looking for as an educated viewer? What are the things that are going to change this match?
Wow. I think everyone here realises probably Coyne is the swing factor. If he can get serving right from the off. If you remember 2 years ago, he started the game pretty slowly. Remember they had a 4-1 lead coming over, so they could afford to against Titchener-Barrett and Tim Cockcroft. Here though, you know, right from the off, Coyne can't afford that slow start, and Hoppy will be looking for him to, you know, take control of the game. Hoppy will be steady as always, getting a few service aces, but Coyne's got to be stepping it up from Chicago.
Agreed?
Yeah, absolutely. Last question, actually. Who?
Yeah, can we get him down?
Oh yeah, Briars. We need Briars down here. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Briars, come down. Dickie, last question. We've talked about the match, and that's great and everything. Who's got the best sock trouser combo from me and the Mole? Unscripted. There was no memo. Where's your money here? Well, just the best look in general. He's gone with the Billy tie. I've gone with the Billy belt.
Therefore, best look does go to Nick James. And actually, I'm going to give the sock trouser combo. Yours doesn't match. Vibrant. It's out there. It's horribly clashing, which is fantastic, or it's awful. I mean, it depends how you wake up in the morning. Mole, he's been hibernating for the past few weeks, and so he comes up with something like that. Fair play to him. Hats off. You know.
Voluntarily wearing a tie. It's never been seen before.
And he's got that sort of 2-day-old stubble just sort of hanging around. Just, oh god. Anyway, no. Good luck from Mole today. Hats off, and enjoy your time in the booth. Where are you guys going to be sat today?
We'll be stood out the back, I think, right at the very top. And then, yeah.
So we're currently trying to attract attention of Mark Bryars to come down and have a chat with us. He doesn't look keen to do it, Rich, but first time ever, I think, we've not had a Cheltonian on court for a while.
No, it is a shame. Actually, you know, if you're looking at past champions this year in singles and doubles, it's every tournament, but it's also one man really. It is James Stout who's been winning absolutely everything. Sorry, we're gonna step forward a bit. So we've got Mr. Maltby, a much more distinguished guest coming on. For this.
I just wanted to throw this out there. I don't think there's ever been a Cheltonian World Doubles.
There hasn't. There's
winner.
never been a Cheltonian
It's never happened.
Doubles World Champion.
It's never happened.
No. It's, as far as I can see, it's a matter of time. It is imminent. I'm going to put out a forecast and say in 2 years. It seems like Larkin and Stout are going to get that bid, and I'd probably back them if you know. But anyway, we're here for today. We're here for a different. It's a completely different game. We're getting far too ahead of it, but I'm a great forecaster of the game. I'm renowned for that. So.
So, Rich, thank you for your time. I think we've got Mr. Maltby to come on now.
It's nonsense on the look, though.
So that was a little comment from Dom saying nonsense on the look awards.
Afternoon, boys.
Afternoon.
Hey, William. How you doing?
Yeah.
So, welcome to the court. What are your thoughts on today's match?
Oh, I think it's just such a cracker. You know, I think we couldn't be better set up in this, and absolutely thrilled. And I hope our sort of people who are watching on the streaming thing enjoy it as much as those of us lucky enough to be here are going to enjoy it. I can't call it; it's just too close, I think.
No, I think that's exactly right. The balcony's starting to fill up now. The atmosphere is starting to get there. Were you in Chicago? Did you watch?
No, I didn't. Stream? I watched the streaming and thought it was a real thriller. Actually, funnily enough, I couldn't watch it live, but I watched it afterwards, and I thought it was a thriller. And I thought the standard play was wonderful. It wasn't the result I was expecting, I have to admit, but I think it sets up this leg absolutely beautifully. And I think Rackets is in a very good phase of its game at the moment. I think the new World Championship rules have worked very, very well. And I know this is being played under the last one, but whoever gets this championship has got a chasing pack of real quality coming up hard behind, and is going to have to work awfully hard to hang on to it.
Yeah, and that's something that we haven't touched on yet today, is the fact that while, as you said, this championship is being held under the old system, there is this wonderful new kind of both for singles and doubles, but in particular for the first time in doubles kind of history, you've now got a world ranking list. You've got pairs, a bit of clarity, a bit of transparency. Pairs can see what they need to do to get the challenge, and it's going to be far more frequent. There are the chance of eliminators happening. I think it's a fantastic thing.
I think it's a real inspiration, I think, for the chasing pack. I think that the motivation behind the rule change was to give clarity for the chasing pack, so they could see, both in singles and doubles, exactly what they had to do, plan their seasons and plan their campaigns to, with a very clear target in mind, what was needed to get to a World Championship. And, the World Championship process itself is just so wonderful. It creates a tension of all of its own. It's quite unique, I think, and it's just such a thrill. And the atmosphere here today is just marvellous, and long may that continue.
That's exactly right. Well, William, I think, and Dom, over to you. You got any quick comments?
Yeah, I was just going to say, talking about the chasing pack. How's your doubles ranking looking these days?
It's much like my singles ranking. As you can see, I'm now on court commentating. I've gone from being a player to a commentator. This is how this has gone for me. No, I think Stanley and I are still ranked number one. We're still holding on to that. Probably straw men for that in some ways, but we're fighting on. But I think the outstanding pair, kind of aside from today's two pairs, the outstanding pair this season has been James Stout and Jonathan Larkin, who won both the US and British Open in their first season together, which is pretty phenomenal. And we'll see Will Hopton back again playing James quite soon. Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes, that will indeed. We'll have the singles challenge next year, in the late autumn next year, which will be very exciting. But equally, just on the doubles, I was privileged enough to watch the Open semi-finals and see how closely Richard Owen and Billings pushed Stout and Larkin, and that was really anyone's match on that day. So you can see a pack of four of you who are really 4, if not 5 of you, who are really in the fray. And what's so exciting is it seems to be encouraging the youngsters, which is what we always wanted. So it's a thriller, and you can see that potential moving into the singles game as well.
Fantastic. Well, William,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck with the match.
Thanks, William.
Thanks.
Well, I think that's an interesting point from winning those, that the kind of the best players in the world are getting younger and younger, with the exception of Stout, who is just freakishly good and getting bolder as we speak. Bolder. Yeah, I mean, he has legitimately no hair left. Hi, Jamie. How are you? But the chasing packs, I mean, you just have to look at kind of the amateur champions this year, Richard Owen and Alex Duncliffe. Alex Duncliffe is a year out of school. It's absolutely,
like it.
yeah, absolutely, but incredible. Then again, you also have moments of certain people kind of also behaving poorly.
And then obviously Richard Owen winning the British Amateur with Duncliffe, and then swapping him for the Open for Billings,
which is extraordinary for both Opens. And I think Alex was a little bit upset by that, as you can generally understand. You've been 2 former world champions, and you think this is the pair of the future. We're Cheltenham. This is the kind of the academy pair coming through to challenge the elder statesmen of Mole and Snell.
Well, it's nice to see sort of old Cheltonians not being a Rackets pro as well. Actually, that's good.
It's really rare. We are trying to take over.
Yeah.
This has been kind of it's kind of instilled in you from school when Mark Bryars and things that you've got. Steve the Pirate, sorry, get that. Is that you've got one aim in life, and that's to become a Rackets pro. So to James Rock, to Andrew Stout, to Mike Cordron, to Ben Snell. We say
George
hi.
Sandbach,
George Sandbach, who's still a pro, tried, never really made it. But we say hello and thank you for everything you do. And to the Rackets pros, they're out there. They do a fantastic job in general.
Yeah, well, we were both obviously involved in the Hammering Britain escapade, and yeah, I guess it's good to bring the younger pros in there, because let's face it, the older current pros are ticking on, and we need some replacements, obviously.
But no, the Hammering Britain was brutal, I think that's fair to say. So we played every court in the country, and that was very difficult. But just the welcome we got from each pro was fantastic. So thank you to them. And I think we're going to say our thank yous and move on. So enjoy the match.
On to the match, absolutely. Good stuff.
Go to the bar.
Yeah, absolutely. See you in a bit. We got a hot mic here.
game is the champions. Yeah.
But is that allowed?
I don't know, but what do you do if they keep double faulting on purpose?
But if it's all square, be it on games or points, then the owners of the title, the holders retain. If it's a tie,
they do. They retain.
But at the moment, the challengers are 2 points up. Yes. So if it ended 4-2,
don't want to win that game.
If it ended 4-2 to Coyne and Hopton, but they were down, say you're only up by 1 point, they're going to lose.
It's a massive ask.
It's not going to happen. I don't think it's ever been a tie either, has it? I don't think it's ever gone to the whole.
Pretty close when Williams and Foster played Ali and Guy, wasn't it? I'm sure a couple of times it's been very close. It's gone to the last game.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my jacket off.
It's too hot.
Too hot.
Well, good luck, boys.
No one wants any cake either by that time.
Right.
Is there a movie?
Right, 2 minutes. Howie, should we get your box set up?
How you and I are on the box together?
You only get one in this thing.
Howie, should we get the box set up?
I am. I'm Ben Snellside too. Oh, hello. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Especially
Look at us.
especially made for short and pregnant people.
Short and pregnant people. I think I could squeeze it. Do you reckon we'll both be able to get on the box? Do you reckon we'll both be able to get on the box?
You sit now. I will through a few.
Well, people let's move along a bit.
Nice with my tie.
Andrew commented, he said, did you have something to do with this tie today, looking so smart? And I said, yeah, I said, Andrew, I thought you might tell me off because you're not in Queen's gear. And he went, no, it's very smart though.
He's competed in 2 US Open singles means he's just entered 2 tournaments over the last 10 years. Classic.
Is that?
Coyne has he won 2 US Open US singles?
that was on Friday.
Oh, right.
Like, come on. I had to put up with Rob Wakely for 3 hours on
It's okay,
Thursday.
we need to slowly make him retire sharpish. We need that job. Yeah. Marlborough. Or, I'll tell you who else we can get rid of. No, we don't want to get rid of. You said Radley. Yeah, we get rid of Thomas. And who else can we get rid of? What's another nice school? Rugby, yeah, we like rugby as well.
Okay, it's time.
Together. Oh, we're not allowed to use these. I'm just trying to get very cross.
Well, you guys have made it up.
Will they not use those?
No, probably not.
Whatever you want. Once you retire, I suppose age-wise, you're all offset. John Friend, who's saying something about those two.
Tim won't be going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Steve Tyler won't go anywhere yet.
No.
You don't want to go there anyway.
No, it's no point. We'd be in. Sorry?
No, it's not.
It'd be no point going to school whilst we were in London, would it?
Send my children there. It's full of lovers. They travel there in gangs and do drugs.
Where was Portz?
They were with Winchester, which is fine. But I'm afraid Tim's not going anywhere either.
Should that unlikely event happen?
Marlborough's a lovely town. It's a decent school. Good social life. Good for your body. Good school. Nice school.
The match will be decided
By one game.
by one game.
But that's not. It's funny, isn't it? But that's not in the rules, is it? It's not, because a few years ago they had that situation. Didn't they get rid of the points? At one point they did, Parrot. They said no, they did honestly. It was at one point they got rid of it, and they said if the games are level, they'll play one more game. And then they reconsidered and said that's not fair on the people who got more points. So they went back to the points thing. It never happened.
Also, you could end up with 8 games.
Yeah, that's right.
Or
you could end up with a 4-love swing either way.
Quite clear
They're double voting on purpose, yeah.
I believe that you take people into hand, put them out into your own hands. You might just want to run that past John.
Well, John doesn't want to know about it. I've asked you, I talked to him about it last time this could have happened. He said, I hope they'll behave in a proper way. And he said that just now to those guys. So he doesn't want to know about it. But if you were in a situation, you're a player in that situation, and you know you're serving, if you win this point, you can't retain the title and you'll lose. What are you going to do as a player?
You could.
You're not going to want to lose by winning the last point, are you?
You could dolly one up.
And then they just miss on purpose and hope.
Yeah, of course, they could do that.
Anyway, you won't get there.
When's Stephen due? November 3rd. Brilliant.
Yeah, good news. Cool. Do you know how it happened?
When? Or how?
Oh, how?
No idea.
Practicing hard then?
Yeah. How are you? Lovely party last night, you know.
I've done your furniture all week, and I know that means something, Howard, that bit.
This is great to be up here.
This
is how you talk.
It is good. The most exciting part, in my view, getting things off plus timer.
Yeah.
I said, I don't care how many right next to you are watching.
Yeah.
Everybody must be able to see the 20-foot table.
That's good.
Nobody has said this. I mean, I went to a meeting and they said, we've got to put it back in the gallery how it used to be in the 1970s. And I said, that's right. It was terrible. It went up at this angle, not this angle.
I've seen the pictures and everyone's sort of like, you're sort of like that above someone's head, aren't you?
And you, the only way that you could say who's hit the ball is if you started at the same Hopton, Coyne, Titchener-Barrett, because you couldn't see the players.
Well, this is great. I was worried when I spoke to Chris Davis. I was worried this was going to be 2 people deep. I was thinking, oh Christ, nobody's going to be able to get in and out.
Well, it was quite funny because when we had this meeting, I said, can you narrow down each row? We've got him turning the belts when the match is happening. No, we can't do that. I said, why not? And they said, well, otherwise, you can't really expect to somebody else to get to their position. I said, you mean like Covent Garden, watching the Barrett?
I think that's a really good point.
I mean, you've got to expect that. And by having much narrower, obviously you can go up steeper.
Yeah. They get more people. It's lovely now.
Microphone. But
They move.
Yeah. Just for
Microphone. Careful.
language, Harry. That was Howard Angus there. And that's just so they can hear the score, I think. I think it's on. It'll be on maybe now or in a bit. Don't know. Why have you been swearing, Howard?
I got myself in trouble because I was talking about something I shouldn't be talking about.
She was talking about
I was
this
talking about Daisy and
before we told everyone.
I had to tell all of them that we had much privilege to share it.
Behalf of the World Championship Committee to welcome you all to this magnificent gallery at Queen's for our World Championship doubles second leg match. Welcome also to everybody watching online, whether over in North America or right next door here in the committee room at Queen's or at home. And it'd be interesting for you to know perhaps that last weekend we had a terrific stream that came over from Chicago, courtesy of Alistair Gourlay. There were 70 odd of us online watching it, thoroughly enjoying it, trying to find out what the score was for most of the time. But anyway, it's also interesting to note that, of course, we share this sporting weekend with Mayweather-Pacquiao, a somewhat bigger event, and I thought that Hoppy might like to know that they're estimating that the two fighters will be making $108,000 per second in that match. Little do all those fans know, though, that they're missing out on the greatest sporting spectacle that there is to be had in the world, and we're very lucky all to be here. Congratulations to the Racket Club of Chicago and to all the players for producing a fantastic first leg match over there in Chicago. As I'm sure you all know, the score there was 4-2 to the challengers, and the point score as we stand is 77 to the challengers, 75 to the world champions. Just a few thank yous. First and foremost to John Pren. Thank you so much, John, as always, for sponsoring the World Championship. Your support is invaluable and hugely appreciated. Secondly, thank you to Paul Roger for sponsoring the champagne that we'll all very much enjoy after the match. And thirdly, thank you very much, Tim and Andrew Stewart, I can't see where you are, but to everybody involved at the Queen's Club for hosting the event here at Queen's. And last but very far from least, thanks so much to Chris Davis and all the fantastic team at the T&RA for the huge job you've done putting on this weekend. The players. On my left, the challengers from Queen's Club, Alex Titchener-Barrett and Christian Portz. And the world champions on my right, James Coyne and Will Hopton. Today's marker, Ben Snell. And referee Peter Brake. And the last thing that I have to say to you all, as you know, all support obviously is wonderful, but please no coaching from the gallery, and if there is any coaching from the gallery, the person responsible will be asked to leave the gallery. Thank you very much. Enjoy the game. Well played. Great stuff. Good luck. Well played.
This match has been best of 7 games. Players are ready. Level. Play. 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 That's a pretty good start. One love. Play. 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 Let ball, one love. Play. 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 Side out, love one.
play, Coyne.
Second hand, love 1. Play. 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 Here we go, Hoppy. Love 1. Play. 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 Play.
Very good angle there from Coyne.
Great stuff, guys.
Side out.
Here we go, Hoppy. Serve it up well.
Side out, 1 love. Play. Play. Play.
Christian's a little bit nervous to start with. In a couple of unfortunate.
If I was wearing that shirt, I'd be very nervous too.
Keep him in. Come on. Serve it well. Well, serve it up.
Play. 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 Let ball 2 love.
Couple of conferences he's got a good bit of break so far.
Oh, well.
Lovely purple shirt as well.
Go. Play.
First fist pump there from Hoppy.
Really good, well.
3 love. Four. Play. 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 Play.
Great service return there from TB there. That looked like it was going to roll. He dug it very well.
3 love.
Slightly unforced error receiving Coyne, perhaps he's believing that.
Yeah, a little bit of a thrash there.
It'd be interesting to see this Coyne serve. And how he serves.
Play. 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 Play.
Well played.
Great pick up by Hopton.
Great pick up from Hoppy there. He'll do that all day today, won't he?
Serve it up, Coyne.
Keep serving the
Let
back
ball 3 love.
Moving to the front of the box.
Play. Play.
And that's what he did all last week, isn't it? It's devastating on that forehand return to serve.
Side out, love 3.
Side wall, front wall, and bouncing for the first side wall, and that's what Christian did there beautifully.
Play.
And the first hammer from TV. Hammer of sorts.
Was that intentional hammer?
I think so. I think you can see with him, he throws the ball a little bit higher and swings through a bit harder, shockingly. Bit too much pace for Coyne there.
Play. 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 Good, well.
Body blow to Snell there in the gallery.
Second hand, 1-3.
Christian is leading him back there. Not quite coming with a step into it. Christian was the best player in the court really on during the first leg. He said he looked at that one, just popping a little bit too much for Coyne.
That's a great serve. The first one down the middle.
The first ace, Dom.
That is the first ace. It's a huge stat, Mo. Huge stat.
Very good serve from Christian here. This could be the key in the game. 4-3. Game, which is a vital game for both pairs. Beautiful whip from Christian and a interesting fist bump from the bystander Titchener-Barrett.
5-3.
Oh.
That was very, very close.
Court to hit through into the forehand side, and in the last minute he's changed the hit down to the backhand. Really dangerous stuff.
That's very.
Let ball 6-3.
That's a great shot from Portz. Great backhand.
7-3.
We've just seen the replay here live in the booth. It's incredibly dangerous.
Great shot from Coyne. This match is getting very fired up now. Everyone's looking pumped.
Side out, 3-7.
So we've just seen the replay again of Christian's shot through Coyne, and it is incredibly dangerous.
Good. Keep serving, come on. Serve it up well. 4-7.
Interesting from Christian.
And Maxwell's put down quite a sharp chance there at gully.
Just to see Hoppy calling the ball there, but Coyne being confident enough to step in and hit that. Maxwell nearly ate that.
That was the first forehand serve, Hopton serve in this World Championships, including last week.
Keep serving, come on. 6-7. Good Coyne. Well done, Coyne. Well covered, serve it, come on.
First possible moment of argument there
Yeah.
from
Christian would have just hit that one, right?
well, apparently so.
Good serve, well.
7 all. 7 all.
Serve it well.
Play. 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 Play.
Oh. Awkward there from Coyne.
Second hand, 7 all. Play. Great shot. Great shot,
Good hit. Come on, serve it.
8, 7.
7 up, Coyne.
8-7 first game.
Yeah, and one on the door as well. And then.
Hey. Hey.
Did that well, very nice.
8, 7.
Go, Coyne.
Again, a little niggle there at the referee.
Play. 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 Is that ball 8, 7?
Yeah, that's some good communication there between Coyne and Hopton there.
Yeah, it was a nice switch there. I think Hoppy's used to covering.
Coyne's still
Coyne,
not.
isn't he?
Coyne's still yet to hit an ace though.
Play. 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 Play.
Oh. It's a great get from TB there on that first one.
It's interesting. We see a kind of classic Coyne exchange there, where he doesn't really move his feet, but his wrist is so strong that he can just flick the ball that pace round.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of foot movement there, was there?
Play. 8 all.
Have him out, Hoppy.
8 all. Play. Play.
TB yet to get really into the match. This will be an interesting set of serves.
Play. Play. Great get, Will. Well up, Will. Good set.
That's my clever.
Second hand. 8 all. Play. Play. Play.
Almost went for the round behind the back there from Hopton.
The ball just digging a bit wider from TB's left hand.
Play. 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 Play.
8 all here in the first game.
At the moment, both pairs, whoever hits the ball in the black ball first is losing the point. This is interesting. Interesting battle to watch.
8, 9.
8-9.
Play. 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 Play.
An unbelievable pickup from TB there, but Hoppy getting a little bit lucky and winning the point.
9 all.
Here we go, Hoppy. Come on. Straight through.
9 all. Play. 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 Play.
Alex really stepping in there. That's a fantastic shot. You see he's very high up the court at the moment.
9-all. Play. Play. Side out, 9-all.
Straight out here, Coyne. Go on, Coyne.
Play. 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 Play.
Great rally there. Great rally.
Christian just leaning a little bit back there and going onto the back wall a couple too many times. Just can see that both Coyne and Hopton are looking confident moving. And Alex is really starting to come into his game, so the game is nicely set.
Play. Play.
That's a great call from Hobby.
Yeah.
Slightly missed opportunity there from Hoppy. That ball didn't look like it was quite going to cut.
Keep going out, Coyne.
Play. 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 Play.
I think it's interesting to see that Christian is defending incredibly well there. And it takes an amazing shot from Coyne to get through. That'll be interesting to watch for the rest of the match.
Yeah, can he keep that up?
Play. 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 Play.
Serve it, come on.
Let ball. 9-10.
Serve it.
Play.
Ooh, wow. That could be controversial.
There we go, the first no-let of the match. And it's
the
gone
first-
against TB.
And the first teapot as well.
The first double teapot.
First double teapot response.
It'll be an interesting dynamic to watch now.
Play. 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 Play.
That's really good angle there from Hoppy. He just took the pace off it and got it right into the wall, just in front of Christian there.
11-10.
It's a very key kind of service run here. I think get a few points, get to 13.
Play.
Again, that's a great
Very,
call from
very
Hopton.
good width from TB, but a great cover from Will.
Yeah, meant Coyne didn't have to try anything flashy on the backhand. A nice little underarm twist serve as well.
Play. 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 Well
That's a
played.
great shot from Coyne.
It's a great length from Coyne, and you're starting to see the challengers getting a little bit angry about the calls. So that's the challengers asking the referee to tell Hopton and Coyne to keep quiet during the points. I don't think that's on.
Looked like they were calling to me. Right, what can Coyne do here?
I mean, Christian is playing very, very steadily here.
12-10.
Ace, do you reckon?
Yeah.
Oh. And that's why we're up here and not down there.
Yeah.
That's a case of Coyne perhaps going for a little bit too much. Can he rein himself in just a tiny bit?
10-12.
Huge set of points here.
Yeah, that's very nice cover from Christian there.
That's brilliant from both Coyne and Christian there.
Yeah.
Amazing attack and some brilliant defence. But it looks like Coyne is definitely going at Christian here.
Yeah, he's going at him like a fire-breathing dragon.
Probably the right call there, but that's a very tight decision.
Yeah, I think Hobby just didn't have time to get out of the way, really, did he? He was boxed in. Thought ATB was going to hit that forehand, but trusted his partner on the call.
Good doubles, really.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah, good call again. I think the interesting thing is here, we're seeing really very, very few service aces. But if you see Hobby's return there, he is returning beautifully. The ball is cutting down and he is just getting his racket underneath it, which is very impressive.
Too much pace there for me, ATB.
An Andy Murray-esque fist pump there. Huge point here.
12 all. 12 all.
That's a big point.
That's huge. He's sucked him in there. He's hit that very, very hard, but Coyne, I think it may have been a fault, and Coyne's gone after it.
Yeah, it was a fault, definitely.
That could be huge in this game.
Well, that's fascinating. Seeing Hoppy there calling Coyne off quite a few balls.
Yeah.
It's important to stress all players here are playing fantastically. This is a very, very interesting game of rackets. That decision annoying Tom Billings in the balcony. Phrase on who being repeated.
Crapulous comment from Billings there.
Crapulous meaning an exit or a... is that how you're using that, Dom?
Classic double teapot there.
I think the double teapot there is deserved, though. I think that's a really, really big call. The ball seems to have rolled out there. May have slipped underneath Hopton's racket, and he's going to give it a let. A justified double teapot there, I think.
Great serve.
It's justice there. We didn't need to go to the regulatory committee there. That's impressive.
One fault, game ball.
An incredible rally there. Fantastic defending from Hopton. And Hoppy's defence is like he's made out of nanotechnology. It is incredible. Huge point here.
Oh, we're joined in the commentary box with Mark Agate. Aggers, how did you find that first game?
It looked pretty good at 12-all when I joined it.
Excellent.
The massive thing there is the fact that while everyone was playing very well, there was really no service winners there. We had maybe one or two aces, but TB and Portz were just a little bit steadier.
They're playing, I'd say, more within themselves, just not going for the huge kill.
Couple of moments of Coyne, who is striking the ball really, really well. I think that's clear to see. He's playing a different level to the level he played in Chicago, but he's just making a couple of errors where he's trying to force it a little bit too much. But a lot of that stems back to the fact that
Portz in particular is defending incredibly well.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with all of that. Just, is he going to be thinking about that fault that Coyne took and whiffed at?
Well, it was really noticeable
at
after
12,
that
was 12
take,
or
12
13
all,
12 all.
and I think, and the take, and then the whiff, and then immediately afterwards you had Hoppy calling him off a couple of balls. Which,
do you think they're related, or just?
Possibly. It's hard to say from up here.
Yeah.
A lot of it is, but the stronger play for Hoppy and Coyne always is Coyne taking the balls off the back wall. That's where he's strongest. That's where he can really be very damaging. But I think that the fact that these both of them, Alex and Christian, are defending so well that they're making him hit an extra shot, and that's not necessarily Coyne's strong point at times. When he's firing, he's unbelievable. But being made to hit 2, 3 more shots they need to hit is it's tiring. It's challenging, and you try and go for more shots than you need.
So we're now 1-love to the challengers. So it really has to be a clean sweep here for Hoppy and Coyne.
It really does. We're now at 5-2. The points are really becoming irrelevant. If the points will still stay tight, we've now gone to what, a 4-5 point spread.
Yeah.
But it is now, games are the huge thing. They need to win this game.
Very good. One final thing is, if you want to get in touch with either myself or the Mole, just feel free to comment on the YouTube link, and we'll try and have a chat with you.
That was great reactions of Hoppy. I think there's possibly an argument there for a let.
Parnwell. Parnwell.
Side out, love one.
Parnwell.
Two uncharacteristic mistakes there from Christian.
Come on, Will.
They've got to stay focused here because Hoppy is brilliant at coming back from behind.
That's what happened in the second game in Chicago, wasn't it? Yeah, they lost the first game, and then the second game they absolutely blitzed them, sort of 15-3, I think. So they'll be looking for that here.
A very good whip there from Coyne.
Come on, Will, serve it. 3-1.
It's a great take off the wall there from TB.
Second hand, 3-1.
Coyne possibly trying a bit too much there though. Can he make amends with a serve?
Definitely got a new racket there. That's an absolute pinger. That is a Ben Snell special, that one.
And that is beautiful touch.
Yeah.
But he's yet to hit really any aces, as far as I can see. I think I speak for the entire Rackets community when I say, move your feet, Coyne, come on. A very, very steady return there from TB, and it's just forced the loose shot from Coyne. What can the challengers do now coming into serve?
Looks like ATB was trying to stub down a bit of sweat at the front of the court. Obviously a little bit moist up there, just to keep it. well to get out of the way there, TB, to be honest.
Yeah, fair.
That's quite impressive.
2-4.
It's interesting. I've always thought that when Christian's defending at his best, he's further up the court, he's higher up the court. There you saw him just get trapped a little bit behind. He played the ball on his flat feet and behind him, and the ball goes in the tin.
It's time. It's time. Shut up. Oh, Coyne. 3-4.
Yeah, that's very good doubles.
Yeah, nice shot, nicely covered.
Really mature from TB. He's happy to hang back and just kind of cover up behind. And the first ace of the game, this game.
It's very unusual for Queens as well. Cool, that
I
cuts
think it
down.
has something to do with the new balls. These balls from France, they're harder and quicker than we're used to. They do bounce more.
Side out. 4-5. Well played, boys. Come on. Serious covering, Will.
Great second.
Let ball. 4-5. Go up, Will.
Please do comment on the YouTube page if you want to ask any questions.
Or tell jokes.
Because we can neither answer the questions, nor can we tell jokes. So we need all the help we can get. Just like to say hi to Jersey, who are listening in.
Yes, well played, Coyne. Come on, Coyne. Great hands, Coyne.
Coyne just put a little bit aside there and it did a funny bounce.
Well played, Coyne. Come on, keep him in. It's time. Will, no. 6. Serve up, Will. 6-5. 6-5. Good serve, Poppy.
Well done, Will.
That's a brilliant cover.
Incredible angles on these serves from Hopton, really wide.
He's been doing that since Chicago, trying to dig them in really into the wall. Lazy from Coyne. Can he make up that with a big serve? Again, another huge point, 6-5. This is a game that the champions need.
Incredible gap from Portz there. Absolutely unreal.
Against only another player in the world, that's Nace. And he's turned that into a winning shot. Again, just steady from TB and Portz. Hopton's done the hard work to get there, and it just hasn't quite put the ball away.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen ATB playing so restrained, actually.
He really is. He's
It's very
only
effective.
put his shoulder through a ball once or twice.
Taking out our door cam.
I think Coyne was a little bit tempted to have a nibble at that.
He wanted to
But
get his teeth around that and start masticating.
Now, just to confirm, you said masticating, right?
Yeah.
The chewing of gum.
Joy.
Again, just restrained and controlled from TB and Portz. 8-6, second game. But this is a huge point for the champions. They need to start getting themselves back into this game. They really run the risk of TV getting a big lead.
Net ball 8-6.
Henry Faber, yeah, you're correct. James Hopton giving terrible chat in the gallery.
Just to confirm, the marker is Ben Snell and the referee is Peter Brake of Eton. 9-6 the challengers.
Well, he's hammered Coyne 3 times now, actually, and he's not returned any of them comfortably.
No, he's wooded them both, 2 of them back and missed 1. They've won only 1 of those points. TB and Portz have won 2 of them.
It's serving down the middle there.
The energy seems to have slightly gone out of the crowd here at the moment. 10-6 the challengers.
Oh, that's a great return from Coyne. Outstanding.
And that's the moment of Coyne genius. The strong wrist, split the ball back at pace.
Yeah.
loose shot there. Can they have a run here? Christian's been returning fantastically, so it'll be interesting to see. Again, a fantastic return there. Really good, just hit the 3 walls. Too good, really.
Side out. 10-6. Straight out. 1 inch.
This is becoming a little bit of a story of this game, isn't it, Dom? Kind of a couple of mistakes off return serve into the top of 10. Inches higher, and a great shot.
Great return that. I don't know how he's got his body around it, but.
Set up 2 aces. May have been down. That ball given by the referee.
So sharp intake of breath moment. That. Huge goal.
2 hands though to get 1 point. This is not looking good for the champions.
Game ball. Come on, James. Knock him out, James. This time. Set up.
Yeah, that looked a fault to me.
From where we are, that looked a fault, yeah. Enjoyed the 2 fingers up there. Haven't seen that for a while. B for victory, perhaps.
2-love.
Wow, so
2-love.
2-love or 6-2.
Or 6-2, exactly. So the only way the champions can win here is 4-2.
Points
and
are
big points
now
basically.
irrelevant. So
points, no, points are relevant because if they win here 4-2, they could only win if they
Get
have
the
big points of on.
But
so
they
need to win
get themselves
some,
back
some
into the
bagels,
game.
basically.
They need to get back into the game.
Yeah, they look to have gone a little bit flat.
But I say points are irrelevant in the fact that they've got to win all these games now just to have give themselves a chance in the kind of point count back. So it's going to be very difficult. I think TB and Portz are playing.
Christian Portz is playing incredible.
They're just very steady.
Really steady, yeah. Nothing's really getting past
They're
them.
playing within themselves. I think, as you rightly said earlier, this is the most controlled, the most restrained that we've seen TB. Yes, he's going for his serve, but he's really playing within himself.
Sci-Fi Geek 14. Not sure who you are. Do you think the two-serve rule is having much of an impact on the way the second leg is being played? Well, we've got Richard Owen in the commentary booth to answer that question specifically. How about it?
On reflection after those two games, I'd say it probably favours the challengers. I think we've seen a few more mix-up of hammer serves that I don't think TB would go for on a one-serve rule. Do you see that as the case as well?
No,
Nick?
you're exactly right. That TB hasn't tried to mix up his serve when he's in America anywhere near as much. But we're seeing so few aces that normally you would expect to see the two serves leading to on queens, leading to more aces, but that's not been the case.
It's true. Quite a few lets, and I'm quite bored about these lets.
Play through?
I'd like more people thing. I think Alex actually needs to sort his footwork out so he can play that shot where he's not turning and hitting. At the moment, it's just, he's turning it into a pretty dull match, which is what he wants, and fair play to him. But come on, play through, Alex.
There we go, the first ace from Coyne today. I've just got Mole on a how's that. I can confirm, Mole. see it off, do the decent thing. How's that?
I think we'll postpone that until after match, but
Then you
noted.
can pay a visit to the vomitory.
So, update on the score. I've just been for your report. Just been to a quick loo break.
It's love 7.
Love 7. Interesting.
Love 6. Love 7. Coyne served his first ace.
It's about time. It's interesting tactic you see there from TV. The easy ball, but just turning around and taking a rather cynical let. But it's sensible doubles at this point.
1 fault.
See, that's 2.
100% fault.
Never been famous for my eyesight.
Shot, Coyne.
James Coyne, everybody.
Huge backhand.
And that is what he can do.
Really good, Jimbo. Come on, Coyne. And the other one. Come on. Out. Have him out. All right, Bobby. Love 6.
And that's the first bit of passion we've seen from Hoppy this entire match.
Actually, one of the first times ATB's gone a bit wild on the kill and
He's
pumped it
just
out of court.
He's put his shoulder through that a little bit more,
Yeah.
playing less restrained. Is that a turning point? Poor width from Hoppy.
An incredible cover there from Christian Portz behind the back. The gallery started cheering when TB missed it, and actually Portz is on that.
No, that's brilliant from Hoppy.
Absolute,
He's
yeah.
played a very steady rally, but there's been a moment of genius there from Portz. He's covering his partner.
Yeah.
He's thought about getting the let. He's seen that he can't get it, and he's just flicked it back into play.
Yeah.
Just doing enough.
Incredible play.
Brilliant. Having just said, is that a turning point? Is that a turning point?
The double pirouette. Tom Stevens' Mole refuses to finish it, and it's very weak, I'm afraid. He's worn that one on the right flank.
Again, it's just simple doubles, but brilliant from Christian. That width there is just so difficult to deal with.
Not hit particularly hard.
No, just sensible, clean, easy. And Christian hits the ball. You've got 2 of the cleanest strokers in the game, but I think Christian at the moment is just striking the ball so cleanly.
Yeah, it's a great shot from TB there as well.
This is starting to look a little bit ominous here for the champions. there's more passion, there's more precision, and there's a bit more power in some respects in the Challengers game at the moment. The game is only 3-6 in the game, but they're on a bit of a roll.
Coyne looks like he'd like a roll.
Possibly with a Diet Coke.
2 Diet Cokes.
One fault, 3-6.
Yeah, don't know.
That's wonderful from TB. Steady, steady, and the precision put away. Possibly in years previously, you've seen him put his shoulder through that and put it on the back wall, but there, just steady, controlled, dominant.
That's a
fantastic
great
serve.
hammer, and it was definitely in.
Yeah, no, that was definitely in.
Definitely in, yeah.
Perhaps an ambitious.
4 hammers to Coyne now?
4, and they've only won 1 point from it, the champions, so it's a good tactic, it's a solid tactic.
Yeah.
Perhaps not great for the game, but...
Second hand, 5-6.
Well, that's boring.
Coyne saying, ATB asking for it, and Coyne saying he knew I was there. Why is he asking for it? Because he obviously punched right into Coyne.
Another very good serve. The straight one behind. Coyne's not picked it up today. He's been hit by one. He's been aced by another one. So his shirt stat. Christian's not changed his shirt yet.
This time, 7-6.
It is a pretty ugly shirt, isn't it? I mean,
I think it's a lucky
criticise
shirt,
him.
but it's not great.
Oh, well covered ATB, huge.
I mean, he's given it all the very loud let. He's a bit unsure, but it's a fantastic cover. He's done well to pick that up because Coyne's really hit that very hard.
Hit that.
With interest. Coyne.
Christian again, just playing really solidly.
And you just see them kind of forcing the mistakes, forcing the extravagant shot from the champions. I'd say no let there. That's interesting. I think that ball has snuck under his racket there. I think he's given a let because of the position of the ball there. He could swing through, but I think that's got underneath top his racket there. Again, we're seeing a huge number of lets in this match.
Yeah, could have volleyed that and left it.
Flare. That's remarkable retrieving from Hoppy, but just not quite enough. Just the two attacking players who can put the ball away. You can only do so much with just retrieving the ball back. It's the most simple let. Again, is it in the spirit? Should he be higher up and returning? No, he's just getting a let. But sensible.
Yeah, it's good variation on the serve here from Portz.
Straight serve again.
Straight one,
just
the
keep
hammer.
having success there. That has been the difference to a degree. They've been steadier in the rallies, but they've also served better. They've varied it. They've hit different angles. So the challenge has now gone from 6 to 11-6 in two hands. 2 points, and this match could well be over. One point at the 13, and it's going to be very, very difficult for the champions to come back from. Are we seeing a change in the guard? So, let's come to this. I think this is, safe to say, this is championship point. 1 ace from the challengers.
And that's it. Huge leaping, group hug. Hairband goes off. He-Man.
Christian Portz and Titchener-Barrett are the world champions.
King is dead. Long live the king. King is dead. Long live the king.
Correct. Long live the fist pump. But no, in all,
that was a high five that we didn't quite connect on.
But a fantastic effort from these two. You're seeing celebrating on court now.
They came in.
This is a moment they should enjoy. They should relish because they've worked hard for this. Perhaps they weren't the favourites coming into this match, but they have proven that they are the current world champions.
Yeah, ATB, never seen him look so restrained, very consistent.
And my man, the match was Christian. He was
Christian
just
Portz,
steady,
MVP.
beautiful length, sensible width, serve the best of the lot of them. Not doing too much, just playing simply. No, they really were the best pair on court by a long way.
Just very efficient in their kills. Yeah.
So that I think is not the result we expected coming in. Perhaps I think we expected a closer game, and it was a very high quality game. But perhaps
that first game was crucial, wasn't it?
It really was
if
crucial.
Coyne, Hoppy, all of a sudden ATB and Portz could have got a bit nervous. The crowds, you know.
And being 6-love up in the third game, the game that you need to win to come back into this match, and to let that slip in one single run. I mean, that's
6-love very quickly.
6-love, and then they lost it from there. They didn't get back into the service box.
Well, probably
probably 4 years ago. 5 years ago. 10. Maybe 9, 10.
So while the players get themselves ready downstairs, they'll be changing shirts. I imagine there'll be a little bit of hair combing going on for the pictures afterwards.
Gracie's got Pete's character.
But we'll then be expecting the presentation shortly, so please do stay online. Please do keep watching. I'm going to hand you over to my fellow commentator, Wright.
Yeah, Tom Stevens, someone did throw their wristband in the air. It didn't go into the gallery. The front row were lunging for it. It really was like sort of Federer sort of throwing his shirt into the gallery.
It's taken off the points because it's not relevant. You need to put the Come on, Howie.
I think a very solid comment from Mr. HTM MT Faber. And the heart out, I think that's correct. These are fist pumps that you wouldn't see on even Tim Henman. So.
Well, I mean, Tim Henman never obviously would be in a final anyway, so you know, enjoying a cheeky semi as always. So also just to give you an update, the Mole and I have had a small wager on 5 words we can all sneak into our commentary here. So crapulous and fire-breathing dragon, nanotechnology. I managed to get all 5 of mine in with a cheeky moist, the moist mention at the front. Masticate. You teed me up there unintentionally for that. Mole, sadly, did you only get 2 of yours in?
Yeah, sadly, I snuck fairly without any skill either 2 in. So not only do I have a beer to disappear, but I also owe the round. So really, this has not gone well for me at all in general. But I think we have seen a fantastic match. Over the 2 legs, it's been a fascinating encounter. And it's a new dawn in the Rackets era. So this is the last ever match to be held under the old championship rules. You will now have a new challenger in 2017. There may be an eliminator match before that, but there will certainly be a new challenger. So we look forward to holding more of these events and seeing some high quality rackets. I think that Rackets is going in a good direction, especially in the doubles. Doubles is perhaps the most interesting live sport to watch.
Certainly the commentary is
second to none.
Interesting you're going to get.
I mean, we're basically like a peak form Richie Beno.
Marvellous.
So I think that's a wonderful note to leave you on. So this is Dom Wright and the Mole signing off to a fantastic World Doubles, and congratulations to Christian Portz and Alex Titchener-Barrett, the new World Champions.
One of the champions.
Well done. This is Mike Coolman and ahead in all 3 of them. Mike Coolman and Mark Faber might have something to say about their program. I don't know. Coyne and Hoppy got ahead. Coyne and Hoppy were ahead. They got ahead in every game.
Shame, isn't it?
Lost every game.
Shame they didn't get a game.
It'd be classic if it'd been like a 3-2.
Yeah, it's not fun.
They'd be here 4 hours.
Nasty. At least it's the stress is over now. Do you know, I was fine until I came into the Yeah, I know. I was hoping that.
They're decent balls, aren't they? There's 4-3, 3-4. We need some more. How can I get more? We can get more club balls.
Or just order some for you. Through Guy, I'll do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been told I have to use this microphone, so here goes. Before I present the trophies, I make no apologies for repeating some of the thanks that were said earlier. There are a number of people that I would like to thank, starting with the Chicago Racket Club for the wonderful weekend they gave the visitors, the players, and all of the spectators last weekend. To Queen's Club for everything that they have done, not only for this weekend and making this championship happen, but for all they do for rackets throughout the years. I would also like to thank, and a very, very large thanks, to the Tennis and Rackets Association for their marvelous organization of this event. In particular, our Chief Executive, Chris Davies, for the amount of work he has put in. And also, and more importantly, to Katie, who has worked tirelessly to make this event happen. And Katie, I'd like you to have a little token from us. Thank you so much. Thank you. I would also like to thank our officials today, Ben Snell, our marker, and Peter Brake, our referee. They both did an excellent job, and it's not the easiest job in the world, and there are a couple of bottles of champagne for you too. I'd like to thank the rest of the professional staff for all of the behind-the-scenes work that they've had to do to prepare for these championships, the huge amount of ball making, rackets, restringing, and brand new rackets. And thank you for all of your work, and for Howard for covering more balls for this championship. Most importantly, I would like to thank our co-sponsor, Paul Roger, for the tremendous prizes they have given, and also for the champagne reception, which I hope we'll all be enjoying after this presentation. Thank you. Lastly, I would like to pay huge tribute to our players. They, on both weekends, have given us a feast of rackets, and it's been a treat to watch both legs. Our new champions were tough, were too tough, and I think it was evidenced by the tremendous rallying they did in the last game to come from 6-love down, and it really showed really true class, and our congratulations for that. First of all, I would like to ask Will Hopton, James Coyne to come and get their trophies, please.
Obviously, don't want to take anything away from Alex and Christian, but just quickly, I'd like to say a huge thank you to everyone who came over and supported from Chicago. It's great to see so many of you here, and I really appreciate you making the trip over. A huge thank you to Coyne for playing with me for the last 7 seasons. It's been a great ride, lots of fun, lots of ups and downs. He's been a great partner, and we've had a wonderful time on the court together, and it's been a real pleasure to play with him. And then, of course, to our new world champions, Alex and Christian, congratulations on a superb performance both weekends. You guys are the better team, and you thoroughly deserve this. Well done.
I would now like to ask our new world champions to come forward to collect their trophies. Alex Titchener-Barrett, Christian Portz, please come forward.
Before we hit the bar, just going to say a few quick words. Just want to start off with the opposition today, James and Will. Thank you very much. Last 2 weeks has been titanic battle. Chicago was brutal. I think everyone knows we were on court for about 3 hours and 10 minutes. It was nail-bitingly close, and there was nothing in it at all. You saw the score today beginning 77-75. So huge respect to you two. You've been great world champions. Your results over the years have been fantastic, and we're, I suppose, a little surprised that we managed to pull off what we've done, but massive respect to you two, so thank you for a fantastic fortnight. Just want to reiterate massive thank you to John Pren to my left. He's actually the World Championship sponsor, and he's a huge support to the game. And as I was saying last night at the dinner, those of you that are there, we wish John to do this as much as he feels he can do going forward. He's a huge support, and we're hugely grateful, John. So many thanks. And just moving quickly on to Ben Snell, the marker, and Peter Brake, the referee today. Thank you very much for making all those tough calls as usual. It's never easy to do, and done it perfectly well as usual. So thank you. And Drew Lyons as well in the shop, who's been doing endless rackets for us all week, as well as Ben Snell, our head pro. Thank you for all your support. We couldn't have done these things without you. It's much appreciated. And lastly, thank you to Queens. So we've got our chairman there, Tim Cockcroft, in the gallery, and Andrew Stewart, I think you're up there somewhere. Thank you very much for letting us have this event hosted at Queens. It's kind of the HQ for rackets, and it's great to be here. And lastly, to my partner, thank you for putting up with all the nagging. Some of you will know I've been sort of trying to get him to train at some point during the year, and I think he's just about learned the way I do things, and I think I've realised he does his own thing his own way. But he's come out storming today, so we're going to let that go. And one last thing, thank you for all coming today, and particularly my home support. My mum's up there. It means a great deal that you're here. Catherine, Dominic, my brother, and all family that are watching online, and all other supporters for the other guys. You're great. We couldn't play this match without your support. So huge thank you, and let's go and have a drink.
I'm going to do this separately. I don't want to drop out of the box. Whose is whose? Which one? What's the difference? They're the same guy. I'm pretty easy. Champagne, the sponsor. Okay.
Today and hosting the online broadcast. I hope everybody enjoyed it. And yeah, time for some more beers.
Football and any other sports you'd like us to go into?
Bar mitzvahs, weddings,
Right. Well, it's been a great atmosphere here today. And I'm sure we all wish we had more rackets to watch now, but well done, Christian and Ali. Fantastic performance. And just wanted to say a huge thank you to the team for putting on the broadcast today. We've got Lou and Jake from Media Streaming, and Paul Brown, and myself, and Jennifer Siegel's here today too. Keeping the female number up for rackets, yeah. So well done, Paul. Well done. And
Do we have any other things to say? So if you have any comments or questions about today's broadcast, feel free to either email me on fredericaadam@hotmail.com or get in touch through Facebook on realtennis.tv Facebook page. Enjoy your evening, and I'm sure we will. There's a big dinner tonight, and see you soon. Bye.